Hello beautiful people, what's up and welcome back to the Iriscented channel where we talk about all things fragrance. In today's video we are going to talk about a bottle which is mostly associated with Christmas, with winter, with colder weather from the Chanel line, and that is none other than Coco Noir by Chanel. This is the bottle for today's video. Is this black and gold design going on? You know, Chanel usually has the transparent bottles going on, but for this they went with a black bottle just to match the name kind of situation going on here. This bottle I really like, and we'll get into the bottle very soon, the juice, how it smells like, what I think about it. But before we do that, let's get the channel trailer out of the way. Was released in 2012, right? And currently it sells for about $146 for a 100 ml bottle. So after this video, if you want to pick up a bottle, then you have a fair idea how much you're going to spend. And when you're going to get a bottle too, please be very careful so you don't pick up a fake bottle. You know, perfumes keep getting more expensive by the day, so it would really hurt if you fork out a lot of money and then you end up coming home with a fake bottle. So just look out for that. And also, before you get a big bottle, what I would recommend is that try to get your hands on a sample or on a decant so that you are very certain you like the scent profile before you get the bottle. Because if you get a bottle and you don't like the scent, then really that's a bad investment right there. Anyway, with that being said, let's talk about perfume notes. For this, we have orange, bergamot, and grapefruit for the top notes. For the middle notes, we have rose, geranium, narcissus, which is basically another name for daffodil, jasmine, and peach. And for the base notes, we have sandalwood, we have patchouli, we have musk, we have benzoin, tonka bean, we have olibanum, which is more or less like a fresh, spicy, somewhat green, woody notes, right? And then we have cloves in here as well. And that's quite interesting for me to see, because usually cloves, I see them as either like a top note or a middle note in most fragrances. So it's quite interesting that Chanel decided to use it as a base note in here. But anyway, overall, what you have is more or less like a zesty, vibrant, citrusy opening, right? And then that kind of segues into this really dewy kind of rose that is backed by some fresh, almost fruity, white floral nuance. And as it dries down, you're going to get some earthy patchouli, but an earthy patchouli that is not really harsh. It's more or less refined in this fragrance, and is backed by a really spicy nuance in here. The vanilla in here also rounds the fragrance up, and then you're also going to get some really creamy, almost undetectable woody notes. All in all, this is like a really well blended fragrance that I find really delightful, and I see why most reviewers recommend this for winter or colder weather, because all in all it has a little bit of everything. I feel like personally, what I think is that this can be like an all year rounder scent, because it has the freshness, it has the florals, it has the spiciness, and it's also perfect for winter and colder weather because it's also got that warm, spicy accord, the vanilla as well going on. Really delightful scent if you ask me, like patchouli done to perfection in here. I don't know why people really don't like patchouli. Maybe you should try giving this a go if you want to test the waters with patchouli. Really beautiful in here. This is one of the very few Chanel perfumes that I actually like. You know, it's seductive, it's just right, it's beautiful. And when I think of the name Coco Noir, I personally, before I smelled this for the very first time, I was expecting something that was really dark and edgy because of the name, but that's not the case in here. Overall, you get a sense that, like I said, is quite on the seductive, a little bit dark, a little bit mischievous in here. And no obvious green notes are mentioned, but I kind of pick up some green nuances that kind of flash here and there. It's not really pronounced, but to me I can pick up a little green nuance as well. And what else do I think about this perfume? I feel like it's really elegant, a bit on the mature side. It's not a sense that might probably appeal to like a younger market group. In terms of performance, this has about 7 hours of longevity with like arm's length projection and some moderate sillage. It's not exactly over the bar, but for me the fact that it lasts about 7 hours is okay for me, because if you want to, let's say for instance, wear it to the office, it's going to last all day on you without necessarily having to reapply. So that's kind of a good thing for me. I also feel like it's not exactly overly feminine. This for me, in as much as it's probably marketed towards ladies, I feel like it also comes across as a bit unisex. So maybe if you're a guy, you can try your nose on this to see whether you might like it or not. Like I said, this is one of the very few Chanel perfumes that I like. I think other than this, I like Gabrielle, I like Coco Mademoiselle as well. But let me know in the comment section as well if you like or have any Chanel perfumes and what you think about them. I'll read your comments, interact with you guys. And that's it for me today. It's a bye for now.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a dewy powdery rose scent backed by some fresh white florals and some heavy spicy nuance, then you probably want to check out Chanel Coco Noir.